All right, this is our Lego Hoth mock, and this is not supposed to be the rebel base that we see in Empire. This is supposed to be a base that's maybe on the other side of the planet, like a remote rebel outpost for communication, and it's not as snowy as what we see on Empire. So we're thinking maybe this is like a slightly warmer time of year when there's not as much snow, but it's still pretty cold on Hoth, since we know it is an ice planet. And let me just show you some of the details here, and we're going to go over them a little bit more in depth here in just a minute. So the idea is that the rebels built this base. They carved it right out of an ice cave, and that the Wampa was migrated, and he is just now coming back and realized that the rebels have taken his cave, and he is not happy. And also, the Empire has also found them, and they are hitting this base before they hit Echo Base. And here's Elian with some more details.
So, I don't know if you can see it, but in here is like a droid. Like they're setting some things, and here is this big engine. It has a lot of details, and on the side there's like pipes, and then we have this cool weapon up here. It can spin around, and then there's these like gears or something, and then over here we have somebody controlling the satellites and is also helping attack. And so in here there's this engine they found somewhere like on Tatooine, and then they put it in the rebel base here in Hoth. And then we have like this little eating place with a fire in there. And there's this place where people do their work, and sometimes they take some drinks and they drink there. And then, of course, we would need a snow speeder. And they have their weapons inside and torpedoes. They're getting ready to fire out. And over here, you have Leia. She's in the medical. She's hurt. So we have a droid, and here's like the medical things where you do the stuff where sometimes pilots go over there and they do things. So here's the pilot walking over to do his stuff. And
just for note, the speeder is not a mock. That is actually the most recent snow speeder from Lego, as is the turret here.
And we have R2D2 over here. We built our own speeder, one of the swoosh speeders. And on the back it has really good detail. These can move like up and down for fast or slow. And you guys might be thinking that this is water, but it is ice.
And a couple other details is underneath here there's like a lot of storage for different equipment, and in here is like the main control center for the base. Got a lot of communications equipment. It monitors the snow speeders coming in and out, Got a guy in there controlling things. And that shows you a little hallway going to the sick bay. And over here is the fuel tank they used to fuel up the speeder.
And we also have Darth Vader coming in. We didn't have a Luke, so we couldn't use Luke. We didn't have the right Luke. And we have a Rebel Flame here. It's kind of like the Flame Trooper. Has tank. So we also have over here. There's it's like engine. It's a big engine from a ship, like this big ship. And here's like lights on it. There's like little lights. And then here's like part of an AT-AT. It can really be anything that you want it to be.
Everywhere where you see like white on top of things, it's just where like snow is accumulated.
So, and over here, here's the Wampa. He's sneaking on them, but this one saw it. He's trying to tell the other one, but the other one's focusing on the satellite. And I'm going to move back on over here. Can take this out pretty easily. And can take the thing off. It's hard to take off. So we just made one handle so you can pull it.
So our idea was that Leia and R2-D2 were able to escape to Echo Base long before the Imperials got there, and that they sent their Imperial probe droid to find Echo Base.
Yeah. And also what we have is we have these lights. If you could notice there's so many lights in this area. There's like none over here. It's really interesting, but in here there's not very much. There's just like a few in here. So, and we have Vader. He's going to attack with two other people who are protecting him. He is going to go in here and try to turn them to the dark side to make them help. And if you could see these little pieces, those are supposed to be snow. Anything that you see white is pretty much snow.
We seem to have a lot of yellow snow for some reason. That's actually, a lot of these parts are pretty old from when I was a kid, and they've discolored over the years. So it's not really intentional yellow snow.
Yeah, there's some that are pretty yellow, but not as yellow. If you were thinking you thought these were yellow because he said some of them are yellow, but they're actually lights.
I'm talking about these pieces that are kind of discolored. That's supposed to be a white piece, but it's turned beige just from being old.
And over here, there's like a satellite or something. But then here's like a window. I thought it was a door, but it's a window. And how you get there, you'll have to come in here, go through the hallway, and you'll be in. And here's like a little laser beam and on the roof, there's like snow on the edges.
Yeah.
Here's like an antenna. We thought these would be good for antennas, like other antennas. But the main antenna is this one at the very top. And it's the main antenna. And also, we have this. It's like a wire. It goes into here. It gives electric to the place. Here's like storage places where you can storage things. Put your weapons in there. Put pretty much whatever you want in there. And that's pretty much it. So click on the comments below and keep watching.